All right, boys, this is a quick explanation on engravings for those of you that are a little confused on the system. Basically, engravings are the one of the most impactful endgame progression systems in Lost Ark. If you played World of Warcraft before, it works a little bit like corruption in that there is positive effects and then negative effects that you have to balance, but then you can get it to a place where you essentially have no negative effects. Okay, so when you play the game, um, there's going to be like accessories that you acquire when you do chaos dungeons, when you do guardian raids, and you'll also see these stones as well, these engraving stones. This is how you're going to craft your engraving. So your actual armor, like your helmet, your shoulders, your chest piece, your weapon, that's going to be a gear set. It has nothing to do with engravings. Your engravings are your accessories, the right side of your character. Okay? And you're going to have class engravings, and then you're going to have general engravings that everyone has access to. Right? The class ones are specific to Berserker, for example, Madness and Killer Move. Okay? And the way that the system works is when you put on an accessory, you can see here that it has +3 Sharp Blunt, +3 Blitz Commander, +3 Wear. It's going to give me 3 points into Sharp Blunt, Blitz Commander, and Wear. The red ones are the negative effects that you don't want. Okay? The way you get the benefit of one of these engravings is by getting 5 points or level 1, 10 points level 2, 15 points level 3, right? And you can see level 1, level 2, level 3. Obviously, the deeper you go into the engraving, the more impactful it is, right? Now, you do not get the benefit of level 2 if you have 7 or 8 points, right? You need to fill out all 5 and then all 5 to get the benefit of level 1, level 2, level 3, right? You need 5, 10, 15 points. Okay? So basically in the beginning, in the early stages of the game, you're going to take what you can get. And the first way that you're going to start working on your actual engravings generally is going to be seal books, right? So you'll see these things. I think I have some in my inventory, my pet storage. You'll see these books here, right? You'll get them from various quest rewards. You can get them from chaos dungeons, actually. They'll drop just randomly throughout the game. And as you get them, you can sell them once. I believe down the road they won't be resellable after you sell them once, but you can sell them once and you can buy them off the market. Players can sell them. You can earn them through various activities in the game, whatever. When you read these books, you'll start up by reading the green ones, into the blue ones, into the purple ones, and into the legendary ones. Okay? And the way that this works is when you read these, if you read 20 green books, you get 3 free seal points. Try to follow me here. It's a little confusing, I know. I believe on the NA version, you enchant your rings with seal books. You enchant them. Think of them as like ring enchants from other games that you played, other MMOs. But then eventually you just drag them. Onto your bars here, and then you get the 12 points, right? So by reading 20 green books, like I showed you earlier, you get 3 points. By reading 20 of the same blue book, you get 6 free points. I'll explain what that means in a second. By reading 20 purple books, you get 9 free points. And then by reading 20 legendary books, you get 12 free points. And then you get to seal 2, right? So what this means is, let's say I wanted to early game, right? I read 20 green books of madness, right? That's going to give me 3 points, correct? I can double seal madness to get the benefit of madness, right? Early game, because it will be easy to get 20 books of the green ones early on. If you get 20 blue ones, then you would get 6 points, right? So let's say I'll use this, right? Let's say I read 20 of the blue books, right? It's 6 points. Remember, 3, 6, 9, 12. That's going to give me, if I double seal, 12 points into Killer Move. Now, all I need is to find an accessory that has +3 Killer Move, and that's going to give me level 3, right? All 15 points, because I get the 6. This is the most confusing system in the game, by the way. Okay? So basically what you want to do is you want to find some books early on. You're going to take whatever accessories that you get that might have like your class engraving. A really popular one is also grudge or cursed doll. You're going to take what you can get. But when you get deeper into the end game, you're then going to go on the market and find accessories that have the engravings that you want, and you're going to craft a set that will minimize all negative effects and give you something that looks like this, where I get 5 positive effects at level 3, no negative effects. But that's going to be way later into the game. And you're going to buy those typically off the auction house, and you're going to sell the ones that you get, right? You're going to find a bunch of accessories through the game. You're going to sell them on the market because it's easier to sell them and then buy the one that you want, right? You'll find an engraving that somebody else wants, typically, and then you'll buy the one that you want for your class. That's generally how it goes. You might get lucky and find a perfect necklace for yourself, but typically it doesn't work that way. But just to give you an idea of how it would work when you do get into the end game, right? You have your seals. You'll start with a stone, and a stone is there's a quest that you'll get where you cut a stone, and the stone you can see here has sharp, blunt, blitz, commander, and wear. So the stone will drop. It will have these 2 engraving effects, plus nothing, and then plus nothing on wear. And then you go and you cut the stone, and it's kind of like this weird RNG little mini game to get it to the best possible stone that you can get, right? So I got plus 6 sharp blunt, plus 9 blitz commander, plus 1 wear, right? So I start with my stone. That's going to give me some free engraving points. Then typically you go to your necklace, because that one's harder to find because necks have 2 stat combinations. You can see it has crit and agility on it. But you don't really have to know all this. I don't want you to get overwhelmed. Don't worry about all of this. And then you'd go with your earrings and then rings, okay? But just know that's how engravings work, right? You find your class engravings. You end up sealing your 2 engravings. You get a stone, and then you find some accessories, okay? That's the system in a nutshell. You're trying to get as many plus level 3s as you can possibly get. Having a level 2 is fine on some of them, but you're trying to go for level 3s and then minimizing your negative effects. Sometimes you will have some negative effects, especially early on in the game. You don't really have the luxury of choosing, but down the road, as you get more gold and the game develops more, you'll be able to minimize all negative effects. If you're just wondering what engravings are typically really good, again, usually your class engravings, one of your class engravings is really good. That will kind of like define your build. And then if you're a DPS, people will always go for things like grudge. It's like the best engraving in the game. Sometimes cursed doll, sharp blunt. These are all engravings that you'll find. Sharp blunt's really good when you have a lot of crit. Not so good when you don't have any crit. But and then if you're a support, people will go with things like heavy armor, spirit absorption, class engraving, specialist. Those are ones that you'll see for support classes. So anyways, if you have any more questions, I know that was a general overview, but I didn't want to put that in the video because it was kind of time consuming and it's a lot of info really fast. You'll learn more about this as you play the game, so don't get overwhelmed. And if you are overwhelmed and you do want to know more about this, you can check out my live stream again. It would be linked in the video that you saw previously to get to this video, or maybe in the description of this video. It's Stoops_TV at twitch.tv. You can find me there and ask me questions. All right, boys, peace.